Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever you are.
Alright, so today in this video we are going to be showing you our progress on how we make Snape.
We're gonna make Snape puppet.
Let's get right into it. I'm cutting this oval or
For the mouth.
Yep. And I'm struggling.
Next, we're sketching out the toilet paper for the finger placement. Therefore, the puppet will fit perfectly right into the actor's hand. After all of that, we glue the head to the mouth.
Okay, so now I'm tracing the ears and cutting off the excess to get the ears.
Assembling body parts. Have some footage of Sinis and Alice shoving the sock in.
So here we're gluing the sock and the cardboard together. And we're making the mouth here. Drawing the mouth. Cutting the outline of the mouth. Now we're gluing it on the sock.
Okay, so right now we're looping the yarn to create the hair. As you can see, we are tying the hair over and over again. And so now we're cutting to make it shorter and cutting the leftover. Right now we're gonna tying the hair to make it as a shape so that it could be glued on the puppet. Yeah, we're cutting it more to make it shorter because if you don't cut it, it will be a bit too long. So right now we're gonna glue the hair with a hot glue. There you go. Voila.
So we're gluing his eyes on now. Right here, cute giggly eyes.
Now we're going to cut Snape's long luscious hair to shoulder length. Now we're cutting more hair. We'll be using the extra yarn from his hair to make his eyebrows. Align it to his eyes. And now we're ready to glue his eyebrows. We only glued it on one spot so he can move his brows around and not seem angry all the time. Even though he probably is. Alright, time to sketch out the hands with the help of Marty. Hey Marty. And then we cut it out. Gluing the chopstick and the hand together with the yarn on one side of the chopstick. The chopstick will work as the hand and arm controller. Do it one more time and now you're done. Hey God.
Currently, we are measuring out the rope. Now we are cutting out the rope. And we are gluing it on.
And now we're done. Here are the results.
So hi guys, today we are going to make a puppet with Draco Malfoy. I'm here with Control and my team at the back there. Okay, let's go.
Alright, first we have to measure cardboard for our puppet's mouth structure. And what we have to do is make sure the cardboard we cut is bigger than our hands. So as you can see, my cardboard already had a float, right? If your cardboard doesn't have any float, use your pen or pencil and scratch the cardboard to simply make it float by yourself. And then you fold that piece of cardboard in half and measure with your hand. And do the same thing with the other side. Lastly, cutting where you have mark, and that's it for the mouth structure. Next, use a tissue core and mark it with your pencil, which depends on how long you want your puppet's head to be, and cut it where you have marked. After you cut your tissue core, then make a semicircular hole for putting your finger in, so that you can control the mouth movements. Alright, let's just moving on from those cutting cardboard. This step we need hot glue. And what we have to do is stick the head part with the mouth structure we have made before. For the puppet's ears, we can use the pieces of a semicircular tissue core we have cut and stick them on the side of its head.
Okay, for the next step, we will be measuring multiple of yarns for about 13 centimeters and cut it, then tie it together for Draco hair and repeat it for 3 to 4 times.
To make the puppet more like an actual puppet, cover it with a sock we have prepared. Remember, be gentle with it, it might be broken if you don't be careful.
Hi guys, I'm blind now. Not exactly, but yeah, I'm blind.
Next, stick the sock with the mouth structure.
Next, place the red cloth on the puppet mouth, then sketch and cut it. Make sure it is a bit smaller than the actual mouth. After that, stick the red cloth and the eyes with hot glue.
Now we're sticking the hair to the Draco Malfoy puppet.
This is not yet the final hairstyle. We're not only just students, we are barbers as well. So we are cutting his hair and styling his hair, and we're going to add some touch up so it won't not leave any bald spot to this handsome puppet.
To make our puppet present more of the Draco's character, we glued both of his eyebrows tipped upward to make him look a little bit more mischievous and annoying. After we finished with the hair, we put the coats on by using hot glue to attach the coats to the body.
Alright, so this is a part where we're working on the clothes of Draco Malfoy's puppet. We divide it into 3 parts: the tie, the cloak, and the collar. At first, we will cut the pieces off, and then we will glue it to the puppet with our hot glue.
We make the tie piece by drawing on a green wool cloth and then cutting it out and gluing it to the puppet.
We are nearly done. Keep it up. Then draw the hands and cut them into pieces.
The next part is where we're working on the Draco Malfoy puppet hand. We decided to use cardboard paper for the material. Then we covered in white sheet.
And now we are going to glue the arms to the body. And that's our captain. Next, we are going to glue the arms to the shoulders or to the side to make it more realistic. He's screaming to death.
Hi, we're gonna do Pyranus Cruel, and we have Foremost, A, Proud, Fine, Scott, and I.
First, we are drawing a sketch, then cut into circles.
Right now we're going to make a sock pocket mouth.
Now we're gonna draw another half circle.
Right now we're going to make the puppet body.
She'll be cutting the tissue.
So now we are using a hot glue to stick tissue core with a cardboard together for making the puppet body.
We're gonna cut the puppet ears. Now we're gonna stick the ears
Now we're gonna put the sock on the puppet. And then put the sock on the puppet.
We're gonna put the hot glue on the cardboard.
And now we're going to make the mouth.
And we'll be sticking the eyes with the sock.
มันโดนปืนเหรอ ลุงสู้ๆนะ ลุงกันนะ
We are wrapping purple silk around the puppet head for making a head of Professor Quirrell.
We're making the puppet's clothes. We remake the mouth of the puppets.
And now we are making the hands of the puppet.
We're not gonna stick the arms and stuff.
ติดประมาณตรงนี้ป่ะ
แล้วเหลือกี่อันคุณต้องใช้กี่อันไปไหน ไปทำงาน ไปสิ
แป๊บไหนวะนี่เหรอไม่
ได้ตอนนี้เลยเดี๋ยวเรา
Hello, my name is Cindy. I'm from IEM 1. I'm the captain of the Hufflepuff house. So today I'm going to show you guys how to make sock puppets for our puppet show IEM. Here's the list of the materials you'll be needing. A pair of scissors, a hot glue gun along with a hot glue stick, clear tape, black permanent marker, red paper, 2 cardboard tubes, a pair of socks, chopsticks, black and gray fabric, brown yarn, googly eyes, white ribbon, and lots of cardboard boxes. First, take a big piece of cardboard. Make 2 lines in the middle and fold it in half. Decide how wide you want it. Draw a half circle and cut it out. This will be the mouth plate structure. Take a cardboard tube and cut it to the height you want the puppet head to be. Then, make small holes in front of the back of the tube, big enough for 1 or 2 puppeteer fingers. Use hot glue to stick the tube onto the top of the mouth plate. Using cardboard, cut out small pieces that have an ear-like shape for both sides. Once you have these shapes, glue them in position, creating the ear structure as a part of the puppet's head. Slide the puppet's head structure onto the sock. Align the heels of the sock and the top of the cardboard tube with the toe of the sock. Once you have positioned the materials where you want them, roll the sock back, apply glue along the crease of the mouth plate, press the materials in place. Insert a piece of red paper, loosely folded into the mouth. Trace the shape carefully, cut along these lines, and glue it right to the edges. Next, draw the inside of the mouth using a marker. Place the googly eyes onto the sock to craft a set of complete facial features, giving it a lively appearance. For McGonagall's top hat, wrap black fabric around her head and glue the upper point together. Fold the ends, or you can glue a new piece of fabric onto it like we did, creating an underbrim. As for McGonagall, cut out the gray fabric in zigzag lines and glue them around her hat to complete the hairstyle. To create Hermione's hair, use basic brown yarn, coil it up into several loops, pinch it in the middle, tie it tightly together, then cut the loops at the end. Glue the yarn loops onto the puppet's head and lightly brush it to give it a messy appearance. Next, take a small gray fabric and attach it on the puppet's chest. To create her robe, cut a square piece of black fabric that is wide enough to cover your puppet's torso. Wrap the previously black fabric around and secure it with gentle glue. Trim any excess length if needed. For a personalized touch to Hermione's Gryffindor's robe, we should consider DIY approach. Attach a section of white ribbon to the puppet's torso and create a shirt collar using a small triangle-shaped pieces. Sketching a necktie on red paper, cut it out, and add yellow chalk stripes. Glued in place. Repeat the same process of the black robe. Sketch the puppet's hand onto the cardboard. Carefully cut them out. Trim a small segment of the yarn and attach it to the various sides to serve as the arm structure. Allow the glue to set for a short while.
and attach the hands to the yarn's ends. Securely glue chopsticks onto the back of each hand to become the control rods. And that will be all for this video. Hope you enjoyed this video as much as we love making puppets. Thank you for watching!
Hello, so today we're going to be doing characters from Harry Potter because we have to do a puppet show. The characters that we have to do today is Harry Potter and Hagrid. Okay, let's see the tutorial.
Here are the materials you need to make the puppets. You can also add more if you want to give the puppets a bit more of a creative flair. Let's make Harry into a sock puppet.
Okay, so starting off with the puppet, we're going to be building the structure, more precisely known as the mouth of the puppet. We'll start with drawing 2 lines. After we get the 2 lines, we're going to fold on the crease of the line. 1, and the other side. 2. Now, we have a roughly fold crease that's going to act as the mouth.
Now we have to draw circles around our fingers so that we can hold and open the mouth like this. And now we cut it out.
Okay, so in the making process, we decided to make it smaller to be more
fitting to the hands.
Yes. Alright, now we're gonna be cutting out the excess part of the skull that we don't need. We just keep cutting it up like so until we reach the point that we marked.
We can choose how much we want to cut according to what the characters we're doing.
And after we reach the point, we cut straight.
And now we make 2 holes so that our fingers can fit inside. Okay. And we cut it out. Then we plug in our glue guns.
Okay, so now we're gonna be gluing the head part to the mouth part using the glue gun.
Here's what the inside looks like.
Okay, now we're gonna be putting the inner skeleton into the socks. To not break the skeleton, slowly put it in, gently.
Roll up the socks and put the glue to the mouth.
This is what it's gonna be for the final outcome. Now we're gonna be making the mouth part of the puppet. We first have to use the red cloth and then draw an outline of it to act as a mouth and tongue.
We can add fun details to the mouth like this teeth. Let's put on the glue.
Now we're gonna be gluing the mouth to the puppet. Okay, after we made our first one, we made another one, identical to the first one. But now, we have 2 each. One for Harry and one for Hagrid.
Okay, now we're going to do the hair. We need to put the strings and roll it around the phone 30 times. And now we have to cut the edges.
And after we finish doing a bunch of them, this is the finished product. This is going to be the hair for our Harry puppet. Alright, now we're gonna be gluing on Harry's black hair. Now we're gonna be sticking on Harry's hair. Okay, now she is styling the hair for Harry.
After we cut Harry's hair, we have to put it in the trash. Bye bye! Here's the hair. Harry's has glasses, so we have to make the eyes look like they have glasses on. How to do that effect? We just have to put choppies on googly eyes. Here are some decorative pieces for Harry's face.
Okay, now we're gonna be making the hands of the puppet, the movement. So I have drawn 2 hands, and this is the cloth that we're gonna use. This is an example of the hand. Alright, we're gonna be cutting it out and sticking it to the cloth. Alright, now we are done with all 4 of the hands of the puppet. And now Belle is doing the arms of the puppet using the string, tying it up.
So we have pieces of yarn, right? And we are gonna separate them into 3 clusters and we are gonna start braiding them.
Alright, now we're done with the hands and the arms. Now we have to stick it with the stick and then put it on Harry. And that's pretty much it.
And now we have to do the details of his shirt.
If you want to make Harry Potter's outfits at home, you can cut felts in the following patterns given in this template.
We'll use some felts. Here is the finished Harry's shirt or outfit. So if you want to follow, we just have to use a gray felt for the inside of the shirt. These are papers and I just used some Sharpies to draw the lines.
We're gonna be installing the hands of the puppet. Alright, now this is the final product of Harry. I personally think that it looked very good. It moves nice, the hands are good. Everything is just good on this one. Hagrid's gonna follow shortly.
Now let's start on Hagrid. To do him, you will have to follow all the steps we have done, except the decoration part. The only differences between Harry and Hagrid is we've made more hair and did the beard, and we also tilted the angle of the brow.
Alright, and now this is the finished product of both Harry and Hagrid. Looks pretty nice, huh?
And now let's do our paper puppets of Seamus Finnegan, Lee Jordan, and Nearly Headless Nick. To make your paper puppets, you must have the following materials.
The materials first is a hot glue gun, a picture of your choice, and some cardboard, and scissors and a pen to outline.
First step is to cut your character of your choice. Next step is to cut the mouth of your character.
Next, we're going to cut out 6 boxes. The height is 2 inches and the width is 3 inches. So next step, we're going to cut the paper, follow the outline. Now we have like 6 sticks and we're gonna stick it together using 3 of them, so we're gonna get 2 pieces. So we're gonna take 2 of these to slide to open up the mouth, and then we're gonna use 6 of these to make 2 stoppers, and we will put them on each side of each piece. So right now we're going to be making a support so the 2 pieces will stick together but still be able to move. Next we're going to stick the supporter. So we will stick the Lee Jordan to the cardboard. Now we're going to cut out Lee Jordan. We're gonna stick the tape here and we're gonna put the Lee Jordan head in at this. And then we're gonna put Lee Jordan mouth here. Next we're going to cut it in an oval shape. Then we're gonna coloring all of it black. And now we have Lee Jordan. Yay!
Paper puppet of Seamus Finnegan. So first we gotta cut it and then cut them out. This is a stopper. We're gonna pull it up and let it stop to take here.
So we are putting these 2 pieces together to make our hinge. Then we are going to connect them with a piece of paper, then just tape it up and we're good to go.
And
this is the final result for the paper puppets of Seamus Finnegan.
First, we measure and cut out 6 long strips. Then we draw 6 pieces of small square and cut it. Now, we are going to make 2 sticks from the long pieces by separating them into 3 each and tape it together. For the stopper part, we tape 3 of the small pieces together and then tape it to the top of one of the long stick. And then we cut the newspaper strip to hold sliding parts together. Then we fold it up and tape it together with the sticks. As for the puppet, we cut it into 2 pieces so it can move its mouth up and down. Then we glue it to our cardboard. The last step is taping both pieces of the puppet to our stick. We also color the gap between its head and body so it looks natural while talking.
Hello! In this video, we will be demonstrating how to make a sock puppet. The sock puppet we will be making today are Albus Dumbledore and Ron Weasley, a character from Harry Potter. Feel free to design your own puppet and follow along with us.
Starting with the mouth structure. First, we're going to measure and draft it. Draw 2 circles using the cup and another big oval over it. Cut the outer circle. Score 1 line and crease down in the middle and fold in half. Next, we're going to do the head. Draw a half circle big enough for 3 fingers and cut it. Glue the head and the mouth together with a hot glue gun. Make sure the cutted side is on the same as the creased down side. Glue the nose made with velvet paper. Next, the actual mouth. Spread the mouth structure and draft on the red velvet paper. Cut it out, the actual mouth acquired. Wrap the assembly with a white sock, open the mouth wide and glue the red mouth right to the edges. Glue the googly eyes.
Move on to the hair. Use white yarn to wrap the phone or anything to make the bun. Tie the yarn. Cut the top and bottom of the bun. Make 2 areas for the beard and the mustache. Glue the hair on top of the head, the mustache on the upper lip, and the beard on the lower lip. Hence 2 palms on gray velvet paper and 2 long rectangles. Cut it out. Glue them with a braided arm made with white yarn and a green balloon stick together. Cloak. Cut the bottom part of a sock and slide it, covering the assembly. And slide the arms with a rubber band. Paper puppet, the structure. Measure 4 1-inch wide and 6-inch long rectangles, and 4 1-inch width and length squares on the cupboard, and cut it all out. Tape 2 rectangular pieces and 4 squares together. So it's going to be 2 pieces. Fold the square paper in half, fold it into 4 parts equally. Cover the 2 sticks with paper and tape it together, but not too tight. Make sure it's movable. Paper characters. Draw and pin each character and cut it out. Cut the mouth part. Glue the head on the upper small square and the body on the lower small square. Done!